Hello everyone and welcome back to Timberborn and the busy little colony of Reddington. Look at it go! And if you notice in the left there's a gigantic hole. We'll get to that now. So let me explain the reason for this hole. I want to go through a step-by-step guide on how to do a layered tree growing system to save space and to grow many logs. Wait, no, trees. You grow trees first and then you make logs after. Yeah, because if you notice in the last video we actually struggled for logs. We have got quite a giant forest here, but it's not big enough, turns out. So as you can see, I've already made a start. I've already done the first parts of it so you can see what's going on, and you want to kind of find out where you want your center. So as you can see, this one's going to be my center column, my double platform down here, and then you kind of want to place them a gap of 6 in each between each column. And then once you've got your columns down, you want to place your platforms like so. That way you know the earth above it is going to be held up. You can do it like just completely using all 5x5 platforms everywhere, but if you want to save a few resources you can do it like how I've done it here, kind of staggered. So once you've got that layered system there, you can start working out how you're going to do the dirt. So you know you got that nice 3 gap underneath, then you got the layer of dirt then. Then once you place your layers like so, you can actually see that I've got 2 gaps which I can't actually fill. So if I have that, basically all I'm going to do is kind of delete around the area and work out, okay, so I'm going to change that one to a 5x5 and hopefully that should sort it. Perfect. So that would be the first layer complete. Then once you're happy with that, that's the first layer done, you can start work on the next level. So going with the plan from underneath, you want to get your 2 platform, go down, make sure it's above this correct one there, and then once you've got that, and you can work out from that then basically. So let's get started. Now, since I know that it's around about 16, it goes out from the water's edge, I'm actually going to use these outer ones and put 5x5 platforms out, just so I can get as much land as I can, utilise as much land as I can, if you know what I mean. The majority of my building force is actually beaver bots now. Roger. Which is ideal because they work through the night. So as you see, I got 2 entrances, so obviously for each level as well. Try and get them in place before you actually kind of build it. So before we even continue, one thing I actually didn't realise is the forester needs a space of 4 to be built. So I've had to actually open up a gap for the forester for the floor underneath. Not an issue, not a big issue. So because we're struggling with dirt, I've actually built, well, one excavator, one is getting built now. And as you can see, we are struggling for logs as well, so we couldn't build this soon enough really. And obviously when you're doing it, you want to kind of work out how many layers you want as well. My plan was 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. See how we crack on, see how we get on, shall we? So now we've got the excavators producing more dirt, we can actually start sorting out the next layer. So that's the next layer planned out. So that's the second layer complete. So again, while they're building that, I'm going to go to the next layer, make sure I've got the right one. Then same old. So once you kind of got this top layer ready to go, you want to work out where your centerpiece is. So it's there. Right, and then what I'm going to do there, I'm going to delete that one, delete the 3 around it as well. And then what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to put impermeable floor in its place. And then once we kind of got the earth all in place and stuff like that, and then that done, we will need a fluid dump, or we could go a bit more automated. To make the 3x3 irrigation pond automated, I have created a device. As you can see, it extracts it straight from the reservoir itself using 2 mechanical pumps, kind of in a stepped motion like I had down here. And basically it's going to go down here, and if this gets obviously to a certain level, it's going to close that off, and then it will basically recycle back into the reservoir itself. That way I don't have to kind of worry about keeping an eye on it, all that sort of stuff. It will just be automated and I don't have to worry about it. Yes, I am using power, which is a valuable resource at the minute because all my batteries are kind of been used up and the wind is pathetic at the minute, but I think it'd be worth it. I do think it'd be worth it. So while we're waiting for that, let's just go and plant some oaks down here, shall we? We could even do the next layer as well, and of course on this layer. Oh, look at that! Planting away, and you've got the ones down there as well. Ah, so cool!
Eventually.
So that is the final layer complete. Thank goodness that took so long. Yeah, so it's looking cool, looking really cool. And again, you know, you can kind of go up more layers if you want to. Perfect, right, so the only thing we're waiting for now is building this. And as you can see, still, logs, planks, not so much gears anymore, but planks are, yeah, we're suffering. And also, power we've been suffering with as well. So there's a few things we need to upgrade on our colony. One of them being power, and one of them being production, and another one being storage. I think we need to kind of up our storage and maple syrup. How did you even get down there? I don't understand. I don't get it. How did you get down there? Oh, we never leave a beaver, even if it's a robot one. I mean, from this angle, it kind of looks like a railgun. Love it. So yeah, it's quite a simple design. Literally just kind of get these platforms and then your overhangs, and then from that you can use the 3x3 platforms to put on top, and then your impermeable floor down the centre, and then levees either side. And that is a power shaft to these pumps finally done as well. So with these I've added a double floodgate on the side, so when the reservoir is full I can open that fully and don't have to turn this one on, and it'll just be running on this one. But when it's kind of getting a bit lower and stuff like that, I can literally just close that one off, turn that one on, it'll fill that little section up here, and then they'll both run. Ideal. Perfect. So I think that's actually complete. Exciting times. Let's have a go. Turning that on and turning that on. See how it goes. Wait for it. Yes. There it goes, filling it up. Oh, annoyingly it doesn't do it all the way out, but so now that I've got the irrigation ditch in place, I've actually noticed that it doesn't cover the whole area that I've done, which I kind of, yeah, it's fair enough because I didn't actually measure it out properly really. So I've kind of just gone along with dynamite, closing it off. Also, one thing I learned, as soon as this hit the ground, it doesn't transfer to the level below unless you got earth blocks. It'll only travel through earth. Obviously it doesn't travel through platforms like the water, the irrigation of it. So I've gone down each level and just put a column down one side, and then do that on obviously on all levels. Obviously I only just learned that, so I mean I should have seen that coming really. Kind of gone around and neatened up the edges of all the pillars that I've got, so nothing's sticking out, nothing doesn't look naff, and just yeah, kind of like a neaten up really. So that's basically it. You can make this as high as you want. I did try and go down another level, but I think it's only 2's the deepest you can go, I think. Please put in the comments if I'm wrong. You could also, you know, bring this along and have it as a if you're doing this method where it's kind of like a channel, you could bring that along and have the sluices on the side, if you know what I mean, and then it feeds each one individually. So you could have, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, a huge elongated plantation for trees, and then you will literally never ever run out of logs ever again. But yeah, that's the basic, I want to say basic design, but that's the design I come up with. I hope you all enjoyed it, and obviously, you know, again, this system here is probably a bit elaborate, probably over-engineered for what it actually needs. You can get away with using a fluid dump. That's just a backup system, just in case this goes below that depth. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe and like and leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.